Hi, CBOQ family. I'm so excited to be here with Tanya to talk about a great new resource for you and your church and the families in your church. But first, I want to begin by expressing gratitude to our CBOQ family over the years who have invested in children's ministry through CBOQ Kids. And I want to give a special shout out of gratitude to Canadian Baptist women of Ontario and Quebec who invested $125,000 back in 2012 to see children's ministry become a real priority in CBOQ. So I'm thankful for that, and I look forward to sharing this great new resource with you here. It's so important, and I'm glad to have Tanya here to talk to us about this great new resource. Tanya, good to see you.
Thank you.
Sure.
You know, Tim, when we were doing the research for my role to even exist, one thing that we talked about was that this role has to include not just great children's resources or things to do children's programs well, but it needs to include an intentional investment in parents, in caregivers, investing in and nurturing the faith of their kids. And over the last 10 years, as I've spent time both kind of championing that vision and investing in that, I've also been hearing back from our churches on a theme that's come out around grandparents. And some of the things I've heard have included things like, you know, we don't have children's ministry here, so you don't have to talk to us. We just have grandparents who sometimes bring a grandchild. Or I've heard things like, you know, can you help me because we don't run a children's program, but we have grandparents who are sometimes bringing their grandkids to church. Or I've heard something, and this one has been so hard to hear stories of grandparents who say, you know, I'm so worried about my grandkids. I feel like I didn't do a good job with my own kids, and now they're not bringing their children to church. You know, what can I do? And all of these different things that I've heard in stories has really brought me to invest in, when we invest in encouraging equipping of parents, to really focus on grandparents and how we equip them to nurture faith in the lives of their grandkids.
For sure.
So Tim, you are a new grandparent.
Yeah.
I wonder what a resource like this would do for you and Julie as you think about how you want to invest in the life of your grandchild.
Yeah. Well, we're new at this, Tanya, so I don't know. We don't know what we're doing. We're good at the part of loving and sort of encouraging Beckett. I've got pictures if you want to see for later. But I tell you, for us, I think it would be helpful for us to have something that would guide us on how to be good spiritual grandparents, passing on not only our own faith by modeling that for Beckett, but also having some resources on knowing how we can play a part in his own spiritual development going forward. Tanya, I've been in church ministry for a long time like you, and I know, and I've said it, it's been said to me, that if we are going to develop godly children, we need to help develop godly parents. And now I'm hearing from you and other experts in this that we need to help develop godly grandparents, and providing a resource for us on how to do this well. And for all of you who are grandparents or you know grandparents, a resource to help us do that would be fantastic. So tell us more about what that would look like.
You know, thank you for sharing that, because intentional, spiritual, Christian grandparenting, it really matters. So what we've put together and what we're so excited to launch this fall is our Grand-tastic Adventure, which is all about grandparents and grandkids on a spiritual journey together. And what I've got is, you'll find on the webpage a number of downloadable print resources and some ideas for putting together a kit. Maybe something like this memory box. And you'll find different resources that you can print out, things that are just simple tools and ways that you can intentionally, spiritually nurture the faith life of your grandkids. And just fun things that you can do together to create memories and all sorts of other things there. And you'll find all of this on our webpage, which I encourage you to check out. You'll also be seeing, I'm so excited that throughout this fall, we'll be releasing other videos of some of our own CBOQ Grand-tastic grandparents and the ways that they are intentionally nurturing the faith lives of their grandkids and the ideas that they have to share, the things that they've tried out. So there'll be all kinds of things coming out this fall.
Tanya, thanks for this. I'm excited about the resource itself. I'm excited that we're going to be obedient to Scripture. We're reminded, in Psalm 78, to set a hope in God for all generations. And I hope you'll join me as a new grandparent in ensuring that either yourselves or people that you know who are grandparents or people who are longing to be a part of your community who are grandparents can grab hold of this resource and be a part of the faith development of their grandchildren. Bless you as you dive into this great new resource. Tell us your stories about how it goes and what we can do to improve it. And I look forward to hearing the great stories of your grandchildren's faith development that has been aided by this great resource. God bless you. Look forward to seeing you along the way.